can Hillary Clinton perform a sort of magic trick of her own and become president when Donald Trump seems to be performing all the magic at the moment?
Yeah, he seems to. Right now, he's getting some traction. What I think is remarkable is that we could possibly have a reality show star coming close to the presidency. And Piers knows as well as I do, we've been in a room with Donald Trump a lot, and I think he's really good for reality show television. He's capricious, he's unpredictable, he's petty. I think those are really good qualities for reality show. I'm not sure they're the best qualities for president. You know,
funny enough, Penn. I mean, obviously you and I both competed Celebrity Apprentice. I won, and you didn't.
You did.
We'll just say that for the record. But to be serious, we both got a great insight into what Trump is like in those long boardroom sessions. And I know that at the time you were pretty impressed by him, as I was. And I saw a lot of qualities when he was like that, which have kind of, I guess, influenced my opinion of him, which is he's not this ranting, idiotic maniac that many people seem to think. And one of the reasons he's been successful in this race so far is that he's able to appeal to people by speaking and behaving in a more direct way, perhaps, than most politicians do.
Well, you know, he's kind of, the reason he's had his success, I don't think is so much about him as it is about what politics have become in the USA. We were kind of all hoping for someone who would get off prompter and someone who would speak from their heart for a moment, someone who's a little less cynical, a little less totally run by the polls. And I wanted that really badly. I just didn't want him. And I was very impressed with him as a co-worker in that, as a show like that. But I think there's a lot of people that I would love to work with on TV that I wouldn't want to lead a country. Yeah. I mean, there's no one I respect more in the world than my partner Teller. If he started running for president, I would do everything I could to make sure he wasn't elected.
Do you know what?
And I think you know people like that too.
I certainly do.
Yeah, I do.
She's sitting next to her.
Do you know what? It's interesting. I think you've said that there are 3 people who, once you've met them, you like them less. Donald Trump is one of them. Richard Nixon, another. Hillary Clinton, the third. The trouble is that Hillary Clinton is not, currently it seems, as popular as you would expect her to be standing up against Donald Trump.
It is amazing. You know, I know very well people who give Hillary Clinton a lot of money. I know people that absolutely are pushing really hard to make her president. And when you talk to them, they say they don't like her personally. They don't like to be around her. Now, the opposite is true for Bill Clinton, who everyone loves, Barack Obama, everyone loves. Even George W. Bush, people that disagree with him politically enjoyed his company. What's really interesting to me about Donald Trump is that the people on Celebrity Apprentice, who as Piers knows very well, are always looking for publicity, are always looking to be in the public eye. So few are supporting Donald Trump. And the people that I know that know Hillary personally say they agree with her politics, they'd love to see her be president, but they just don't like to be around her. And Nixon was also, that was true for. Of course, Nixon went crazy, and Nixon did some really criminal things. We don't want to compare him to Hillary. That would be wrong.
It is interesting because Trump, you know, he's a very divisive, very polarizing character. But I've predicted for the last year now that he would do very, very well because I know him well and how competitive he is. And I knew that once he put everything into this, he'd give it everything. And I just don't share the view, which I think has been perpetrated globally, that he's a sort of lunatic. You don't get to be a guy who runs a company with 30,000 people in New York as a real estate magnate if you're a complete idiot or lunatic. So I'm less worried about him winning than other people are. I mean, Penn, you know, Hillary Clinton, people in England don't really understand just how disliked she is in America. Is she really a better option than Donald Trump when it comes to getting to the White House?
Well, which would which would you rather have? Smallpox or cancer? It's neither one is a very good choice. I happen to be, and I know that for people in England, this is a completely foreign idea, but I happen to be libertarian. I like a smaller government. I like as far left as you can go on social issues and as far right as you can go on money. And my guy is Gary Johnson. I don't feel your burn, but feel my Johnson. That's my thinking.
That's like that. That just went over my head.
If we even start to apologise for what you just said, we're of course acknowledging that it was the joke that we thought it was. But
Yeah.
Penn, it's great to talk to you. You're always a terrific guest, and you're on the Rio in Vegas, I think, 5 nights a week.
Yeah. We're at the
It's
Rio,
if you haven't seen it, it's one of the best magic shows in the world. The guy is brilliant what he does, along with Teller, and it's great to have you on the show. Thank you very much.
And you're the one who's right about Trump, I think. You've been there all the time. Good to see you.
Not really. I'm his elder brother, so, I tell him this stuff when we meet, that he's got to be bold. And when he was running for election, it was his showpiece. It was his trump card.
And
the fact that he came
it was a
from
great
Kenya,
job.